Okay, so a quick little video. It is April, meaning that I should now do the March K-pop birthday girls that I'm into. Obviously, by the time of this video, I should have already done January, February, and now I'm doing March. Now that March is over, and then we go into April birthday Gus. But right now this is the March birthday girls video, so we are focusing in them. Just in March, birthday Gus. And I'll try to make this quick. The only two girls that I could think of, again, I'm being specific, that I know especially because I am very well aware that I'm missing a few. Because obviously I don't know every single idol in the world. But this is just the idols that I know. And I can tell you that, from March, Irene and Sakura are basically the only ones that I care about, or the ones that I care about the most, let's say. So yeah, this is why I prioritize them, and I essentially screenshot, essentially saved every photo in their public Instagram accounts, including some Twitter. So I know. I mean, Sakura does seem to have an actual Twitter account, but what I mean by including some Twitter is fan accounts. So yeah, fan accounts on Instagram, on Twitter, you name it. So, which honestly, sometimes I actually even think that the Instagram or Twitter fan accounts end up posting better photos. Okay, not always, right? For example, this is a photo she posted, and she's beautiful, right? This is another photo she posted, and she's beautiful, right? So obviously not always, but some fan accounts do end up surprising. By the way, this looks like a hotel. I once went on a vacation, and the resort looked very similar to this. It looked very similar. Yeah, it was a few years back actually. But yeah, really nice. Oh, and I guess another little fun fact would be again, focusing just solely on on the girls that I did do the photo saving, whatever you want to call it. Is that Sakura is a Pisces, and Irene is a Scorpio. I'm sorry, and Irene is an Aries. Why am I mentioning this? That Irene is an Aries and Sakura is a Pisces? Because I'm Scorpio, so from what I've seen, this is from what I've seen. Things could be a little different, but from what I've seen, apparently Scorpios and Pisces are quite perfect for each other. So this makes me extremely happy because I do love Sakura. Now, funny enough, I'm gonna tell you another fun fact about me and Sakura. It's still different because obviously she is a celebrity and I'm not. I'm a nobody. But I'm gonna tell you a little fun fact. Sakura has been in the industry. She's still young. She is 24, 25. Nah, 26. Yeah. She is 26. I think she turned 26. 27? No, 27 actually. Yeah. There you go. 27. So yeah, now that I told you, now that you saw that she's 27, you're probably thinking she's pushing 30. She's not young. But what I was trying to say is, she's a Gen Z. People born in 1997 to 2012, 13. I think that is Gen Z. I'm saying this because I'm also Gen Z. Yes, I'm younger than her. But what I'm trying to say is that she has been in the industry for over a decade, easily. Okay, easily. And me, I've been on the internet for over a decade. Now, obviously, you can't compare this, right? She actually has achievements. I don't. I've just been in the internet for over a decade. Wow, what an accomplishment! What an accomplishment! What a thing to say, right? But the reason why I'm saying this is because give me something, okay? just give me something. That's at least an extra thing I can say, right? Apart from her being a Pisces and me being a Scorpio, perfect for each other. Yes, sir. So yeah, the fact that she's been in the industry for over a decade, she's very experienced. Uh, and me, I'm a very experienced internet user. I am a very experienced uh, internet user. Yes, that's it. But okay, now going back to Irene. Irene is 34. Yes, Irene turned 34. She was born in 1991, meaning that it's 2025. She turned 34. Yeah, not 35. Uh, I have a list right here. Tyon is the one that turned 36. Yes, 36. Uh, because she's from 1989 and it's 2025. Past March, April. But okay, that was basically what I wanted to say. Irene would 100% be. Well, Irene would be, yes, would be 100% actually my bias in Red Velvet. Red Velvet is one of those groups that I actually didn't really change my bias. There's other groups. You could actually you could argue that this is better when a group makes you struggle to pick a bias. But Red Velvet is not one of those groups for me. Because there's other groups, like for example, Twice back in the day, not anymore, but back in the day. Blackpink back in the day, not anymore, but back in the day. Or Luna, when Luna was a thing, even though I still, if we still count them as a group, then yes, I would struggle to pick a bias. aespa more or less, not really, but back in the day, like early on 2020 when they had just debuted 2021, I did struggle. I actually was a little bit struggling there. Le Seraphim would also be a group that it's because I don't really struggle. Like what I'm trying to say is that when there is a group that I'm like, oh, New Jeans, I guess New Jeans would be that group that it's because not really, because I actually now do have a bias list, but what I'm trying to say is that there are certain groups. It's rare, actually, in my case, when I see a group that makes me struggle, to pick a bias. And yes, you could argue that is better. That is better. You're struggling to pick a bias. That is a good thing, because it shows that you love them all basically fairly equally. But okay. And my bias in Red Velvet would without a doubt be Irene ever since day one, honestly. Since day one, and she's still my bias. And I don't, it's March, I'm sorry, it's April 7, as you can see. Yeah, you can see right here. So this means that, yes, I already know, as of the recording of this video, I am aware that Jerry and Wendy are leaving SM Entertainment, I think, Red Velvet. I don't really want to talk about that because that is kind of bad news, at least as a lovey, right, as a Rebel love. Now it's essentially just gonna have literally 3 members, just these 3 actually, yeah, how funny. This was completely improvised, by the way, but not anymore. Wendy and Jerry, or Magni's leaving, just Irene, Joy, and Zogi. But okay, again, I don't really want to, talk about sad stuff, I guess. Things happen. It was a nice decade plus while it lasted. Decade plus because they debuted in 2024. And, I'm sorry, 2014, my bad, 2014. But yeah, okay, I just wanted to kind of just mention that real quick. But I don't really want to, continue talking about that. That if anything, that would deserve its own video, honestly. But okay, to wrap things up, because I've yapped for too much. I did a lot, or basically most of them, IG and Twitter, Irene and Sakura, because I actually cared about them. They are essentially my current favorite March girls. As you can see, I just wrote some here, or at least that I knew of. Now, this is the ones that I did some. It's in the name. I did some. It was Mina from Twice, and she's an actress. I met her in this K-drama. I think it's called My First Love. Also, a girl that was formerly in a group called Dia. She was there, and those two were honestly basically my favorites. That the Chayani, I think that's her name, from Dia, and her. But I did some. I just did some. I didn't hard focus on them because. Funny, I'm telling you, things change, I mean this on the least offensive way possible. I'm just being genuine. But I used to love Mina actually back in the day. I used to love Mina. Uh, I used to level up twice, honestly, but things change, and now I'm okay with Mina. I'm not gonna say I love her, but I also wouldn't say I hate her. Absolutely not. So yeah. And then honestly, I don't really hate any idols. It takes a lot. It would take a lot. It would take a lot, yes, for an idol to make you hate them. It would take something big, I'd say. But I basically just have oh, and then finally the ones that, yeah, no, I didn't even bother. Didn't even do any screenshots, any photos, any saving, nothing. And yes, you could interpret this as I don't care about them. You could interpret that as that, absolutely. But also, you could simply just, for example, Taiyan, because I put a little, note, because I had done it last year. Last year, I do remember I went hard on Taiyan. I was just screenshotting and saving a lot of photos of her, simping for her when she was 35, when she was 34, 35 last year. Right now, she went from 35 to 36. Uh, Again, I focused on her last year around March, her birth month, so I didn't bother, right? And then we got Jerry Sojin, formerly from Giaro, La Lisa Manaban, and Somi well, she's a soloist, but she was in JYP, yeah. Anyways, well, that's basically it, honestly. Yeah, that's basically it. You can obviously stalk them. I guess that's kind of what I do as a professional. I guess K-pop simp. Yeah. But yeah, that's I feel. Oh, and another fun fact. I guess I almost forget this. I think Sakura herself. Yes, Sakura does like Irene. I think she has said this in the past. Which, hey, I feel you. So again, even more proof that we would be perfect for each other. Both Zoomers. Yes, she's older than me, but we're both Zoomers. We both like Irene. We both like Irene, so hey, that's cute, I guess. Um, and well, oh, we're both otakus. That's another fantastic thing. Yes, we're both gamers, right? She one of her posts actually. Uh, Sorry, sometimes she looks a little too good, right? Sometimes she looks a little too stunning that I get distracted. But one of her posts. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, my bad. I got distracted again. My apologies. This is not the post, but I am getting distracted. Uh, but okay, let's move on. One of her posts, it should be. I got distracted again. Anyways, in one of her posts, she is gaming. She has actually shown this a few times. But oh, we're both Lakers, guys. All of Lazervin and me, and we're both Lakers. So yet another proof of me with Lazervin, or or me with Sakura. Lakers. I guess I'm going for the Lakers. Anyways, I sincerely apologize. I'm just genuinely getting so distracted from her. Um, in the past, I actually preferred Irene over Sakura, but I think now it's happened. I think now I like more Sakura than Irene. Uh, Honestly, I don't know because Irene is still really beautiful and really cute. She does not look 34, right? But it's happening again. I'm getting too distracted by Sakura. I'm sorry. And okay, if I find the post, I'll show it. Right, I should be getting close. Um, but Overwatch, remember Overwatch the Seraphim? Yes, that is also another proof that gamer girl. Well, all of them, right? But Sakura actually, she has. Oh man, I can't find it. She has she posted one of her posts. I probably already missed it. It was pink. I remember. I think it was pink. Maybe I'm completely off, but it was her playing on her Switch, on her Nintendo Switch. I also remember. I'm a fun fact, massive fun fact. I bet very few people know the next thing that I'm about to say. I've been following Sakura obviously for a while, for like This is a new account, okay, so it's not this. You know, like 50 accounts. Uh, but I obviously I've been following her since her Eyes One days, right? So yes, this is pre-pandemic. We're talking pre-pandemic, and I remember seeing her go live on YouTube. I don't remember which account was it because this was years ago, but I remember she went live on YouTube, and she started playing. I think she was playing on a PS4, and I don't remember what she was playing. I think it was a scary game. Maybe it was Resident Evil. Long time ago, and I remember like, oh my god, this is kind of cute. You know, you're an idol, and you know, I'm seeing you more as a cute casual girl right now. Just went on YouTube live, so yeah. But anyways, oh, and the reason why I remember, you know, that she has around right here one a post. It's kind of pink, like the tone, the photos they're pink. Uh, of her playing with her Switch is because I'm not kidding. I actually did go all the way over here and screenshotted most, if not all, of her photos. Because you know, professional simp here, professional K-pop fan. Uh, and again, you know, I have a friend from school. She's a Pisces, funny enough, but I don't like her. She, I do like Sakura, and I'm happy that I would be compatible with the girls that are Pisces that I do like Sakura. Um, but going back to my female friend from school, she's a Pisces, and I don't like her. But I'm mentioning this because it's funny. She sometimes be posting on her story. Actually, what am I saying? Not sometimes. She be posting on her story all the time. Like, I'm a princess. Treat me like a princess. I'm a queen. Okay, like you gotta. Like I need a man that is basically, you know, just treating me like a queen or princess. Now, it's fine, right? It's fine. You know, you can no biggie, right? You can post whatever you want, right? But it's kind of funny because, uh, you know, how do I say this? You don't see Sakura post this, and I am in love with Sakura. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't really know what else to say. Uh, Plus, again, the fact that Sakura is a gamer girl, that's a massive W. Apart from, you know, her being a Pisces and me being a Scorpion, we're perfect for each other. I don't know. I don't know. We're also closer in age. We're both Zoomers. Yes, she's older than me. This kind of gives me a disadvantage, sadly, because I think most girls would, you know, prefer older guys than younger guys, younger than them, right? But it's okay. It's okay. Hopefully, you know, yeah. But okay. Anyways, I dragged this for too long. I apologize. Yeah, this is actually funny because I kind of went so hard with simping for for Sakura that now you're gonna think that I like her more. And again, I'm keeping this transparent. Yes, nowadays, as of 2025, listen, I love Irene. I love Irene, and again, cute that me and Sakura like Irene. Uh, but you know, if Sakura's already older than me, then obviously Irene is way older than me. I mean, we're talking what, a decade here, a decade plus, around the decade, give or take. Um, so yeah, but again, I still love Irene. I still love Sakura. Uh, yeah, it's. I'm gonna stop honestly because, you know, it's this is just horrible. I'm just torturing myself honestly. I really want to date them honestly. Um, I really want to date them honestly. So I'm just torturing myself right here. But okay, I just kind of wanted to explain. Yeah, this is what I did. This is what I did for March. I screenshotted slash saved some photos, Instagram, Twitter, of some of my favorite girls, I guess, in March. Obviously, just in March. So yeah, it's whatever, I guess. I'll just yeah, I'm gonna end the video. You already saw right here the what I did, and you know, the girls that I basically did care about in the moment. As of right now, I did just some of Mina and her, and I didn't do Taeyeon because I did last year. Some Elisa, Sojin, and Jerry, I didn't even bother honestly. I may have screenshotted one or two, but you know, nothing. You know, I basically didn't really bother. And again, you don't need to misinterpret this and think that I hate them. Not really. Maybe that I don't like them as much. That would be prettier to say instead of I dislike them or hate them. That is a much stronger word, don't you think? So, just you could say that, oh yeah, then I guess you just don't like them as much and you do like them more. It's basically that simple, honestly. It's just that simple. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna end the video. Because again, I'm just torturing myself right here. I mean, I really want to date them, honestly. I really want to, honestly, I even want to marry them, honestly. Uh, and again, it hurts me more with Sakura, especially because I love Irene, right? But ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. So, so ever since I was a kid, I knew. Ever since I was younger, I knew. Like when Irene was 29, 28, 27, I knew that I loved her, but she is like a decade older than me. So as much as I love her and as much as I actually want to date her and marry her, I knew that it's not realistic. It's not as realistic because of that age gap, because she is way older than me. Now, obviously, we can talk about age gaps all you want, but if it's already weird enough, okay, if it's already weird enough for some people to have the guy be a decade plus or a decade older than the girl, imagine it backwards. Imagine the girl being the one that is a decade older than you, than the guy. As a guy, I don't care. I'm actually happy with that. As a guy, I have zero complaints. I am not a victim, and if I am, I'm happy. So I'm not. I'm not okay. Um, but yeah, basically that. I'm being a little more realistic. I love Irene. Would love to marry her, to date her, and marry her. I mean, let's be honest. We actually need to know each other first, but you get the idea, right? Because I obviously don't know them. The idols. I don't really know them. I know them as a fan, but I don't know them in person. But you get the point. I would love to, date and marry Irene, but because she is like a decade older than me, it hurts me. I still like her and love her, but it hurts me. But I understand. Okay, I understand. It's, yeah, I should find someone closer to my age. And this is why then Sakura is actually arguably a better choice for me. Because she's a Pisces, I'm a Scorpio. We're perfect for each other. She is a gamer girl. I am a gamer guy. She loves PlayStation and Nintendo. I adore Nintendo and PlayStation. By the way, another thing that happened in March, April, right now, early April, is the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, that had me distracted. So yeah, again, couple goals. Me and her. I love Japan. You know how much of a simp I am for anime. This is not a joke. My sister and my brother know how much I love anime. So what do you want me to say? Me and Sakura, it hurts because again, she's close in age with me. We're both Zoomers. Yes, she's older than me, but again, Pisces, Scorpio, we're perfect for each other. And I love Japan. I love Japan because of anime. And of course, I still like South Korea. Don't get me wrong, I love South Korea. But if you tell me, hey, you can only choose one place to, let's say, to reincarnate or to live. To live. You have your current life, and you can choose one place to live for the rest of your life. Japan or South Korea. Listen, man, I love South Korea. I really do. I really do. But as much as I love South Korea, I'm gonna go with Japan. I've been into anime since I was a child. So yeah, this is it's yeah, and of course yeah, just yeah, But okay, like I said, I have to stop because I can keep on simping for Sakura and Irene. So I'm just gonna stop. Because I'm just torturing myself in here. So yeah, bye.